Hello folks, this is Rever here, back for another update on the Gifts of the Caucasus map. I say update because I'm still in the middle of this process. I just was sitting here. I'll show you what I do normally. This guy's just sitting here, and if you just fast forward time, that you end up paying an awful lot for the course play guide, and then he really just doesn't keep the thing full anyway. So I would increase the game speed up to 5 like this, and then his amount drops off a lot quicker, and pretty shortly here you'll see he'll start staying busy, and then once the thing runs down from 20,000, once it starts getting to 0, I slow the time back down to 1. And just keep doing that. So I wanted to show you here real quick. We got this guy's, going to be the next one. As you can see, we got 340,000. That was after paying back. We'll switch over to the finances screen. So we paid back $120,000 of the loan, which was pretty close. So tomorrow I'm going to pay back about $130,000. Because you can see I paid an interest payment of 73, so that's kind of what I'll do. I'll pay the 200,000 each day until we get it paid off. And as you can see, we're in pretty good shape. You can just tell that we did lose 144,000, but we bought that tractor and the ground. Pretty sure we bought the land yesterday. Field 19, I should call it. Okay, so anyway, back to the thing. I also noticed if we come here that our crops have grown. So while I was sitting down here waiting and just watching YouTube and watching this guy fill up, the crops grew. Now it is obviously nighttime, so what I'll probably do is, those are just the regular, what did I put, canola and rye in there, I believe. So what we'll do is I'll go and harvest those, and then fast forward time or whatever it takes. I'm not in a real big hurry here, but I will go over there, get those harvested, and then probably come back once I have them harvested and the windrow taken off the rye field. And then we can get into planting some crops. I think you see with that 343,000, I don't see why we can't get some carrots planted, some onions planted, and I think some potatoes, because if you look here, no, not there, garage, I did find the potato topper, and somewhere in here is a little potato planter. So these, this equipment will be a bit torturous for us. Well, for me. The 3-meter stuff is tough, but I figure, with these little fields, it's not so bad. Takes a lot of time, though, a lot of effort. But we're not a big farm yet. We just finally got another field, so. And I'm keeping this guy steady running as I can. So I don't know if you notice what's going on here, besides that noises. So we're down to, I don't know if you guys can see that, 14,000. So now, at this point, this guy will just keep driving back and forth, back and forth. Now you're paying 5 times as much per real life minute. But when you think about it, he would just be sitting there dumping, dumping. And it would take him like 5 times as long to dump all this stuff. So it's really, this is, if you want to keep your silage thing running, you can do this without it costing you an arm and a leg in the course play. If you notice back on this finance screen, where is it? Wage payment up here, $32,000. So we paid a good amount to course play. Well, we'll see. And we'll get this loan paid down another good chunk. That dropped a good amount of interest off, you know, $13,000 a day, so that'll be nice. I don't want to handicap too much, because really I'm just handicapping videos too, and obviously I'm skipping forward with a lot of these things. Another thing to mention to you is I haven't really been using it much because I didn't have many vehicles, but I have this thing. Oops, I gotta be in a vehicle. Let's switch to random vehicle number 2. If I hit control, and then I'll hit E, I have this vehicle group switcher mod here, and while I'm in E, I can use the different keys to move these guys into different groups. So at this point, I just kind of have them all spread out. Eventually, when you get other ones, you know, more than, well, not necessarily 10, but you get similar vehicles, you put them in the same group. So I'll hit Control E again. That'll, oops, I'm not sure quite what I hit. I think I hit Control 3. So now, let me hit Control E. There we go. So it gets rid of that screen. But if I hit Control 1, I go to the Deutschfahrer. Control 2, the little T6. T3, or T3. Control 3 is over to the T8. And even when you just hit control, it brings that up. So if you're like me and you forget, and go, oh, okay, I want to go over to my Krone. Boom. Control Lieber. That's where we were before. So he's got 142,000 still left in that silo. Which is about another 70 grand. So we'll have 400 and some grand. Which is very nice. A lot of work. I just did the fields again. Filled that. I call the number 4 bunker, the far bunker from here. And you know, we get to harvest in fields. So like I said, I'll get to harvesting. Start using this. And I guess we want to go over to the, how do you say that? Messy. Yep, and we just need this header, which is good. I do want to show you one other thing now that I think about it. I don't know if you remember another video where I was parking that tractor out here as kind of a scout vehicle when I was trying to figure out what was going wrong with my crop growth. And I was fast forwarded at 120, and that was obviously causing some kind of problem. But even at the time, there was these spots that didn't grow properly. And I didn't really have any idea why. But, it's going to take more time to show you. You don't need to see that, I don't think. So let's come back over here. So what I did was, no, you know what? I'm going to come over to here. Well, that's some tall wheat. Either that or I'm about 4 foot tall. I could be 4 foot tall. I mean, assuming I'm a normal 6-foot-ish man, this wheat's got to be 5 foot tall. Well, that's not wheat, it's canola. I don't know how, I never saw canola. In any event, never saw canola that I know of in real life. I guess it's like corn, isn't it? Well, whatever. Notice this spot's not grown. Because it was like pitch black one night, and I wanted to try to, you know, this is the first northernmost part of the field. I figured, well, I couldn't hardly see the other end of the field. I parked that tractor right here. I got distracted. I went away, doing whatever, probably grass. Been doing grass forever. And this spot didn't grow, right around this tractor. Now, at first I thought, well, is it the tractor? But then, later on, I brought him back down here. And he was parked a little bit off of the field. Where is it? There you go. So yeah, I can tell you pretty much he was parked like right over here. So there you go. So for some reason, if I left that, I don't know if it's just that tractor. It was the, what do you call it? Oh, we gotta be in the vehicle. Deutsch Agro Star. Yeah, so this guy was parked over there, and he caused my crops not to grow. So, I'm not sure if you guys have experienced something goofy like that yourselves, but whatever. So I don't park him near the fields. I don't park anything near those fields. I try to keep everything away from him. Guess I could try to little experiment with some other equipment, but just thought I'd point that out. So I think I've fully solved the mystery of my crops not growing well. Don't park at least this tractor near the crops, and don't fast forward time too much. Let's go take that time, fast forward it down now that I think about it. So if we come back to Control 9, back out real quick, we'll see. See, now it's down to like 4,000, and he just dumped, so it'll build back up, but that was a change of subject for one of you guys, wasn't it? Anyway. Alright, well, let's head back to random vehicle number 2, and go to 5. I'll be back up here. Like I said, I'll get these all harvested out. I think you've seen it in a couple videos. It's just canola and rye, and then by the time this gets done, hopefully it'll be close enough to daylight to fast forward a bit, and at least might have some visibility anyway. And we'll get some cotton planted. Cotton, where'd that come from? We'll get some stuff planted: onions, carrots, potatoes, and we'll go from there. And the biggest thing is having the money. Each of the harvesting equipment, 60,000, plus the potato harvesters a little bit more. But I should have enough, come the time for all that. And we might even be in the business for another field here sometime soon. But we'll see how it goes. All right, guys. I will see you in a bit. Well, here we are in the middle of the harvest, and I had some time to think while I was course playing. We're over 400,000 dolaneros, and this field is kind of ready to start processing. I know it's dark out, and I know that always doesn't come across good on YouTube, so it wasn't my intention to record too much, but I also want to share that I was thinking about my fields, and really I'm going to probably want a bigger harvester for field 19 before I need to worry about harvesting carrots and onions. So with that said, I went and looked, and I kind of know the prices anyhow, but let me come in here. I think I'll just pick from a standard harvester. It's $235,000 for this case axial flow, and I think the 35-foot header is going to be just fine. So I'm not going to actually purchase this just yet, but if we come back, that's 135, and we get the header. Eventually, I don't need to get rid of this old Russian one, so I don't have to buy the corn header. But that's another 54,000 for the header. So you're talking under 300,000. And with all that said, I would like, even though it's not necessary, to treat myself to this Vaderstad sower. I could probably get this one and get away with it, but it's awful big, and I've used this one enough. It's pretty good for the small fields and even the big field. It'll make work a lot easier than this. It's already going to be a lot of work planting this stuff. I'm not sure if any of the other sowing machines at this point would. There they are. Sorry, couldn't find them. This one's going to plant my carrots. I could tell from sorting through, but I know this one doesn't. So, and I'm not sure what's going to happen with these, but I'm really not ready to buy these, and certainly don't know if I would ever buy them for that. This one probably would, but there's no, since I already own one of the regular in-game Pottingers, there's no reason to go out and buy this one that I'm aware of. Well, it does do 4.5, but in any event, we'll do the 3. But I will go and buy this thing. 47,000. So, again, I just really wanted to show you that. It's a little bit too dark out to show you the videos. Again, I don't know how much you can see from the tractor lights, but nothing but a canola harvest going on here. Pretty shortly we'll have the, what do you call it, the rye going. Won't take too much longer, and then you can see it's already 3:40 a.m. again. My silage pit's almost empty, so I'll end up fast forwarding a little bit after I get these fields harvested, and it should be daylight. So, alright then, I'll see you in another second. Hello guys, it's a beautiful morning on the farm. The sun's coming up. I have got a big tractor pulling something bigger than a 3-meter cultivator. It's 8 meters. Which isn't the world's greatest, but for doing these 3 fields, these are the ones I'm going to mostly plant for now without the, I'm just heading right across the grass, without the rapid seeder. I'm not sure if the bigger seeder that plants corn, if that'll plant the carrots or whatever. We may end up going with the Russian gold add-on planter because that's 4.5, so I'm not sure at this moment if that plants the carrots and onions either. At this moment we're just going to go with the seeder we have, 3 meters. I'm not going to show all you guys that. You know, field 12 here is bigger, so I was sort of debating if I should try to plant one crop or the other. I'm definitely going to do the potatoes, onions, and carrots. And one thing I was thinking of is maybe going and buying the bigger potato seeder, the 6-meter potato seeder. And then, a little easier to plant this field. As far as the sugar beets, I think I can even plant them with the rapid seeder, actually. I'm not sure. But anyway, sugar beets are kind of next. But I'll keep going with whatever crops I can and see what we have and don't have. Onion, carrot. I definitely need to get some wheat. Onion, carrot, potatoes, sugar beets. And we'll have a little bit of everything, enough to maybe cover a small mission if we get it. Almost done. Plan is to purchase this equipment, get this stuff planted. Field 19 is growing that rye, so I have a lot of rye, and we'll replant that in wheat. But I have to need to get the chaff off of it, the windrow. So it'll be a bit of a big job. That's one of the reasons I didn't put that rake away. That little tractor pulls the rake pretty well. This guy is doing a good job for me. You can see I already got, well, maybe you can't see that tiny print, but I got close to 8 hours on this tractor already. But I'm kind of excited. Get to plant another different crop. I'm going to, at this point, I guess what I'm excited about is I'm going to start focusing as much as I can on the farming. I'll still keep doing some silage, but like in the past, silage has taken priority if I had some task to do. I would have done the silage first, but now I'm going to start doing just button happy. But anyway, I'm going to start planting, you know, crops as the priority. If the grass grows, it grows. I have to get all the windrow off of that field 19. I don't know how much it's going to be, but I imagine it's going to be a pretty good amount. So I'm going to make sure I have a bunker open for it. And if I plant the extra potatoes in field 12 there, I can use them possibly for the pigs. And at some point, we'll even start selling some crops. Another thing to look at is over here to animals. I haven't mentioned them much, but I bought those animals in one of the episodes, and I've been looking at them. I've not really done anything with them other than just what I'm doing right now. I'm getting a fair amount of milk built up, 60,000, and getting a little bit low on straw, so I'll probably divert. I have that pile there, but I may divert some from chaff, you know, just pick up a little bit with the forage wagon. Not enough of that, and I will need to get some more grass. At this point, I kind of have enough. That's the cows. I think at one point I rode past the beef, sheep. Yeah, so they're getting down there. There's not that many of the animals, and eventually I will get ready for... Let me focus on one thing at a time. I will get ready for some more animals, and even this is the calves building right there now. Show you what's going on down the silage yard real quick. Get that other tractor, get the smaller tractor. Back here. So we're kind of running out of room underneath of that, underneath the shed over there, so let's go to the Lieber, Route 9. And see, this guy's at 85%. He'll be ready to go soon. This guy's got a bunch of stuff in it. And this guy is dead empty. So I'm waiting for the grass to grow again. Like I said, I want to keep room for field 19. But I'm pretty sure field 19 has 2 crop growths to go. See, that's not the dark blue. That's like this blue. So it's like the second stage after the planting. So this will be the third, will be next. So the grass will grow, you know, around when this one goes to the third. I just want to make sure I have some room. I don't think this field really is actually that much bigger than these 3 fields. So I'm expecting probably about 300,000. So I don't need, you know, well, we'll see. Just can always pile it up like I've said before. So let's hop over to this guy. And you know, the next time I'm going to need this is down there. It's really not in the way. I could drag it all the way back to the yard, I guess. I need a barn out here is what I need. But I'll see how things centralize. Time I may get some, you know, if I can field 17 or those southern fields. This is in the center of the map. Yeah, I'm getting this guy so that I can start planting, I don't know, what do you think first? Carrots. Plant some carrots in field number 10. Not sure if one's worth more than the other in general. Going to make that much difference anyway at this point. We'll go get our little seeder over here. There's our little seeder. We need to make sure we switch. Oh, going to get the little seat. Let's get rid of that guy for a second. I guess I could have put that thing down and drug it over here. Eventually I'll buy a couple OEB weights. I'm not going to go out of my way to buy one now. But I'm going to get an amount of money there. Again, I'm going to pay back, 25,000. Plus I'll pay about 75,000 in interest, or I already paid the interest from last night. Because once I pay it, the payment, and I'd rather pay it before midnight so that way I get the discount today. I can pay it any time today, I guess. Let's get some seeds. Sounds like a good idea. Switch the type. Carrot. Mikbab. In Russian, I guess. No, makbab. Probably not how they say it, but get the idea. Never planted carrots before, that I remember. Imagine the planting's not any different than anything else. Turn that guy off. Get this guy going, and I think if I just load up this course, yeah, it's small. It's easier than shrinking it the whole way down. I'm sure this guy's 3. Well, I have a long grind ahead of me, and as per usual, I'm not going to torture you guys with too much of this, just because I would go silent after a while. Not sure what I would say for the hours this is going to take. Alright. So the root crops begin. Got carrots planted. They'll commit us to getting some, the harvesting equipment for it, but I think we should be in pretty good shape. Oops, missed. Well, we're in pretty good shape here on the farm. That's for sure. We're definitely improving thanks to the silage more than anything else. And I'm going to keep on doing this. I will come back at some point. I may even... One of the reasons I'm using this little guy here is that if I'm not done planting, I can send the bigger tractor off to oh, speaking of that, I need to do something. But I'll send the bigger guy off to chase for the crone if the grass grows. And I keep doing this myself. And let's go over to the bigger tractor because I like to think I've learned my lesson in life while washing this tractor and this trailer, so that I am ready for action before I actually get a 10-minute mission. So one thing I'll say about this map that's different is that you need to wash your vehicles. Not all of them. And I'm not, I don't mind washing them sometimes. But a lot of times I just don't. After a while, it's not required. I failed a mission in the earlier episode. Maybe you could say it was because I had to wash the tractor and the trailer before I could go. So now that I have this said, learn my lesson and keep it clean. So, I mean, I missed getting that mission by seconds. I just couldn't find where to drop it off in that grain mill. So it's good, nice and clean. So we can bop back to this guy. Keep going. So there you go. So if I get a mission, I'm in good shape. I don't have to clean him. He'll be all ready to load up and go. In the meantime, it's back and forth a lot. So when you get to it, and probably back by the time it's wrapped up, or maybe something exciting will happen in the meantime. I'll see you guys shortly. Guys, I went about 3 more rows after I left the last episode and decided that I'm going to buy a better, bigger seeder. 3 meters is just an issue. And I got to looking. I did a little research. So any of these sowing machines that would plant corn, where is it? That's not one. That's not one. This one will plant the other crops. So like this guy will work. This guy will work, and this guy would work. So as far as covering the, the onions and the carrots, I think I want to get this guy. Bye. And I'm going to get this guy for planting the potatoes. Bye. So there we go. 110 grand, 109 grand. No, I'm sorry, 119. 118. Jeez. Yeah, I can add. Okay, so one of the nice features of this is you don't waste the seed if you decide not to use it. So I'm going to keep this guy because eventually I do like to shape some of the fields a little bit better for course play or whatever. So I'm going to stick him in storage next to the little cultivator. If I need the money, I'll sell. I definitely would sell the cultivator. Might do that anyway. Did I put that down on there? Yeah, let's not put him on the cultivator. Yeah, okay. Swing around. Sorry about the camera work. So we have purchased those. We have our weight on the front, so we won't flip over backwards. And both of this equipment should be able to be pulled by this guy with no problems. But that should save it. It'll cut the time in half. To be honest, I've spent enough time on this farm, in the last 2 weeks. It's not like I haven't earned the money with the silage. And at this moment, we still have enough money to get the harvester, even though we'll have a whole nother silo going. Sold, within about 6 hours, 8 hours maybe. So, and I might even get another one after that. I don't know if I'll get it unloaded by tonight, but I should have plenty of money to buy the harvester I want to get. I can chase with the tractor I already have, and then I should still have enough money after that. So certainly by the time these other crops come ripe sometime tomorrow, and I'll be able to get those done. So yeah, I pretty much wanted to share that with you. Like I said, I cut out a lot of the field work and stuff that's monotonous, but try to cover everything I'm doing as I do it best I can. Sometimes things happen. Oh yeah, speaking of things happen, I came out of there kind of full throttle and rolled over my tractor with that, and I rolled over the T6. So you kind of lean a little more than I thought, and I don't know, it cost me $7 grand. I had to have that tractor towed, and I also had to have the cultivator towed. Alright, very nice. This will save some time. It's got to be a good feeling for a farmer when he gets new equipment. Oops. Does this guy not pull him? Oh, I went too far. Sorry. Didn't even notice that. I was thinking it was a 3-point thing. That's right. This whole thing unfolds. I've used this guy before. It's been a while. I usually end up going right for the real big one, but you know, with this map the way it is, with the price of fields, it's not like I'm not going to plant a huge potato field anytime soon. So this will be a nice little piece of equipment for these 3 fields. Same thing with the other 6 meter with potatoes. Be nice to have too. All right, well, there you go. So I'm going to go back to what I was doing. You've seen purchases and heard the strategy. So, as I said before, I will be back towards the end of this planning. Okay. Hello. The fields are planted. So we've accomplished that. I've sprayed them to... I was going to come back towards the end of it, but really isn't that much to show. That's not unusual. So if we take a look at our crops, we can see now that we've got some of the carrots, onions, and potatoes planted. In the next, within a day, we'll have to get the harvesting equipment. But I also was thinking about something else. If we come over here, I was looking, and we still have 49,000 wood chips that we could go sell to the power plant. And I had noticed that the power plant, you know, will take 275 or 225,000 more. So what I thought I would do is jump into the small tractor and actually go purchase a license, which I might actually, now that I think about it, let's jump into the UAZ. What I think I'll do, rather than drive around with the wood chipper, let's see if I can't hook that guy up to the stump grinder. This way, in case, normally I would drive around with that chipper on the bigger tractor with the cart, but because I may get a sale, I thought, well, let me just run around with this guy. Plus the trees I want to cut are kind of a little bit all over the place. So the next thing, get rid of that. Next thing I want to do is go to him. Since eventually I'll buy more seeds, and might as well take him to town. His course play. So yeah, as far as the seeds go, see, I ran him back and forth on that course a couple times, getting some more seeds and fertilizer. So we got close to 25,000 of each. But yeah, before the day's out, we can sell more wood chips and get rid of some of these trees that are a bit annoying. Got to take the mute button off. Not that I had a lot to say, obviously. I was debating washing that guy as I went by there. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I can buy this license till 8 o'clock. this has a time limit like the realtor shop. But yeah, doing the wood chips will be a boost to the old pocketbook too. And here we are. So let's see. Yeah, I think it's 8 o'clock, isn't it? Yep, there it is. Big sign right there. It's in Russian, but 8 to 18 makes sense to me. Alright, so let's do something else. This guy, let's fast forward time a little bit. There's really not much more I do other than buy that license at this moment. At least that was the plan, so let me just see if I can't fast forward time a bit. I don't think 8:30 is not going to get us the difference, but it'll be awful close. Might as well fast forward a little faster. We'll take it to 8 o'clock. Past 8. Come down here and this some kind of gas operation. So it's BGM silo 1. Let's slow down. Sugar refinery. Well, yeah, see, this is the kind of missions I'm getting too. Like, I guess that's nice, but I'm not coming up with that kind of money. Alright, so we're 99% fermented. And we could go purchase the license. Let's fast forward. Let's see one more thing. Is our crops growing? Those fruit types. They don't appear to be growing this hour. Not even so much the crops. I think the grass is kind of due to grow sometime. Let's speed up time a tiny bit until this thing turns for us. Start backing this guy up a little. There it goes. Alright. More money. Money, money, money. Just out of curiosity, let's stand with this one. Yeah, 54%. So he's going to turn, and I can count, this is more money for today. So we're going to be in good shape for paying off more of the loan. And again, I'll get another couple bunkers. Once field 19 goes, I'll have all that. So I think I'm going to be in good shape. All right, so let's go back over to UAZ. Yep, there it is. All right, 120,000. Very good. So now we're going to come back to the small tractor. I am going to head out to field number 19, because that's the one that I really wanted to take care of that tree first. I might take care of this one at the bottom of 13 real quick. Yeah, this is a nice tree right here. Get out of the way. Some ways this is easier when you just run around with this thing and you don't tend to miss. That was a nice tree to cut down, but this is the one that was causing the issues. Got plenty of trees we can cut down. Seem to be a little glitchy with this thing for some reason. See that? Like, I shouldn't have that. It's not letting me... See, I'm not able to cut. Huh. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can figure this out. I'm going to try to restart, so I just want to cut the video for a minute. Guys, it seems to be fixed. Not quite sure what happened there. I just restarted the game and it's back to normal, so to speak. See, I cut that tree there. No idea why I did that. I don't think there's any other trees around this field. I mean, there's some way up there, but I'm not spraying with the sprayer, so none of the other ones are close enough to bother me. What I'll do is leave these trees go. I think there's about 5 or 6 trees in the center of town. This is another one. 10, 12 trees out there. Yeah, I don't know that this guy's a particular problem, but he's gone. This guy is the whole inspiration to why I'm doing this. think I'm going to drive into the field. There it is. Pushed him further than I realized. Alright, well, I'm going to go do this, cut these trees that are, you know, kind of going to really mess with the course play and everything else. And then I'll come back. I'll see, I'll check how long, but I think this is going to be an episode. So I hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for watching the video, and I will talk to you sometime soon.